Good evening, and thank you for taking the time out to listen to this informal presentation about the writing process that I used for my mouse essay. I wrote my literary analysis for mouse because I wanted it to be a warning to readers that if we continue to not understand what a dystopian society is or how it becomes one, that we could repeat history and have another Holocaust. There are countries today that are in the beginning processes of becoming a dystopian society, and many don't even know what the characteristics are, so they can't effectively help or prevent these societies from becoming dystopias. So in my essay, the thesis of my essay was, this graphic novel, Mouse, displays a dystopian society's attributes, such as its citizens living in a dehumanized state and governmental control of its citizens through religion or corrupt ideology. And just as the Holocaust had similarities to a dystopian world, so too does North Korea's current society. So the 2 points that I wanted to make of a dystopian society were listed in my thesis. So the first point was that a government has complete control over its citizens by using corrupt ideology or a religious view that finds favor with the majority. So this was present in Maus, where the majority agreed with the government that Jews and other citizens that they just shouldn't be alive anymore, that they should live in ghettos and they should be killed. And it just developed a country that was full of fear and terror. And in addition to governmental control being a dystopian characteristic, the treatment of citizens is another characteristic. So citizens who live in a dystopian society often live in a dehumanized state. So examples of this in Maus were the ghettos and Auschwitz, and how Polish citizens turned on the Jewish community, even though they had once been friends. And this was all due to government control, the spread of propaganda, military marching in the streets, and taking away basic necessities of people, their homes, their valuables, access to food, clean water. So by these citizens living in this dehumanized state, they were able to the government could do whatever they wanted because of the level of fear. Now, to tie this into my North Korean example, these characteristics are being found currently in North Korea. The North Korean government is limiting the amount of media that goes in and out. So there are very few accurate articles that are able to explain what's going on in North Korea. So the world doesn't know to step in and to tell them to stop. However, I was able to find an article that was able to describe the inhumane treatment of its citizens. This article was called North Korea Taps Free Labor Worth Millions, and it was written by the LA Times writer Stephen Borowik. And I found this article using the SIRS issues researcher online. Now, the article described how the citizens in North Korea are treated and how they perform labor for the government and they are unpaid and there are no safety regulations. And so if they are injured or hurt or die, there are no insurance benefits paid out. And the laborers live in a constant state of fear. However, this fear is not shown. What is shown in the media is that these are happy workers who love their country and that's why they're doing this work. So as the government continues to twist perceptions, North Korea can begin to gain control over all of its citizens, and eventually another Holocaust could occur. So again, what I wanted to do with this essay was provide a warning to readers that if we're not careful, another Holocaust could occur. So I'd like to take the time to thank you for listening to my presentation, and I'd like to open the floor for any questions.